So today, I'm going to get to compete with people my own age. Refreshing change. There's an online community called CF Masters. They put out a workout every single week that is an age group workout. 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, and over 60. Some of these athletes do an incredible job. And just because I'm competing with people my own age doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Today, we're going to do Master WOD 7, which is rowing 1,000 meters, and then as many rounds as possible of 7 behind the neck push press and 7 pull-ups. We'll see how we do against people our own age today on Master WOD 7, coming your way next. I've been doing CrossFit workouts for more than 6 years, and in that time, I have redefined what fitness is to me and certainly how I achieve it. There's no more doing a set of bench press and walking around the gym, stopping at the water fountain, resting for a little while, call it a day. Workouts like that are going to yield minimal benefits at best, and they're going to do nothing for improved fitness like I'm seeking. I can get a better, more effective workout in 3 minutes than in 3 hours of wandering around a gym like that. The competitive aspect of CrossFit is a new and refreshing change that has people worldwide thinking about workouts differently than they did before. And this has spawned actual competitions, and in fact, CrossFit holds the CrossFit Games, and they crown the fittest man and woman on the planet, and this year they're giving away $250,000 each. Competing in CrossFit is not just for the young though. CrossFit is infinitely scalable, and it is truly for everybody. Despite the way it looks when an advanced athlete is doing a CrossFit workout with incredibly heavy weights, the movements that they're doing and the reps are attainable for everybody. And as we age, proficiency in these basic functional movements is more important than at any other time in our life. CrossFit believes that the needs of Olympic athletes and grandparents differ by degree, not by kind. And this means that no matter what your condition or age, the workout's going to stay the same, but it can be scaled or adapted to our personal fitness level and then grown from there. Now, the competition is healthy, it's friendly, and it's a major part of the CrossFit community. People who discover CrossFit often achieve incredible results in a very short time because they're training to improve performance rather than improving performance to achieve results. And this is a major shift in goals and lifestyle, and this yields results that are simply astonishing. Now, I've competed in CrossFit events for the last 3 years, and I really enjoy it. However, I'm competing against guys and girls that are often half my age. And now there's nothing better than absolutely smoking a 20-year-old in one of these workouts. But the best of the best, they are in their mid-20s, and they seem to be from another planet. It's really hard for me to keep up with them. I discovered CF Masters, which is a loosely formed group on the internet that puts out a workout every week and offers a place to post times for a friendly workout. And they scale their weights for each age group, and I found this to be a great way of comparing myself and my training to other people that are my own age. And today we're going to do the 7th workout that they put out, and it's a really good one. I love the format because it's going to make us push as hard as we possibly can through the entire workout. Now, the whole workout is only 12 minutes long, but if we want to do well on this one, it's going to be 12 incredibly grueling minutes where we're going to squeeze out every single rep possible, and we're going to count them all up for a total score. You know, we work out early in the morning. It's 5:45 when people are showing up, and we're getting started right then. I like that personally, but I also have to realize that you got a lot of people that are in their 30s to their 50s that are getting out of bed, you're cold, you haven't moved around much. So what I like to do is make sure that I put a lot of volume, high rep, low weight volume into the warm-up. And the warm-up is all intended to get your body ready for the workout that you're going to do that day.
50 double unders, is that the whole workout? If you want to get them out of the way, that's how you do it. If you want to do them 2 at a time, it's a lot harder. That's what we do.
All right, guys, if you're interested, this is what we're going to do.
Not so much. Tuesdays?
Will.
Yes, sir.
In our group, we're all best friends. You know, so much work is done here that no matter who you are or what you do, if you're a part of this group, you get a lot of respect from the rest of us. And they have however long it takes them to row 1,000 meters. Say it takes 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it takes you. And then with that remaining time, you're going to do as many rounds as possible. 7 push press behind the neck, 7 pull-ups. We joke around a lot, we give each other a hard time, but really that's what makes this group fun. It keeps everybody coming back, and we'll joke around right up until the time that the clock starts.
I'm so going to false start.
But when that clock starts, we all know what we're doing, and that's time to get in as much work as we possibly can, and the jokes all stop then.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely noticed a difference with Progenics. The biggest things I noticed was, one, I wasn't quite as sore the next day, and I just felt more fresh for the next workout. And it just makes your next workout more productive, because you're not just running through mud, but actually doing what your body can do. I'm Chris Spieler, and I am Progenics.
We're going to start out on the Concept 2 rower, and the task is to row 1,000 meters. We're going to have to row this distance very fast to leave enough time to complete as many rounds as possible of 7 behind the neck push press with a prescribed weight of 115 pounds for my age group, followed by 7 pull-ups. We have 7 rowing machines here at the RRL, so we're able to throw 7 people in each one, and I think today we had exactly 14 people. So 2 heats, we're able to get it done. We're going to see the first group go. They're going to do their row, their pull-ups, their behind the neck push press, and then the second group's going to go. With any competitive event, there are going to be standards or rules out there that have to be followed. And to be competitive on this workout, the row is very, very simple. All you have to do is just row 1,000 meters as fast as you possibly can, using any method or technique you want. That's simple. The push press, however, you're going to have to start with a bar on your shoulders behind your neck and push it to full extension with your elbows locked out at top. And once 7 of those are completed, you're going to move on to the pull-up, where you've got to achieve full extension of the elbows at the bottom, and your chin has to pass over the bar at the top. And there are many ways to do a pull-up, but the kipping pull-up is definitely the fastest way to get a lot of reps in. Sometimes the standard is a dead hang where you can't move at all, but today we're going to use the kip, so there's a lot of body movement going on. Now, Master WOD 7 is a very cool thing. It started out with Master WOD 1. I kind of got an email that said, hey, there's a group of people out there called the CF Masters. They're putting together this website that's going to just informally throw out some workouts, 1 a week, and you can compete in it or not. You could, it doesn't cost anything. You just go there and you can either do the workout. If it's one that you don't particularly like, you don't have to do it. There's no commitment at all. But what it does is it allows you to compete with people or compare yourself to people that are your same age and see how you're doing. And beyond just the website, there's also a Facebook page which is very, very popular among this group. And if I had questions about how somebody was doing or how much they could, how much better they did on a certain workout, I'm wondering why can't I do that? I wonder what that guy's doing. How many times is he working out a week? I could go and ask those questions without any problem, and I would get a good answer. CrossFit strives to forge elite fitness. Their definition of fitness is improved work capacity across broad time and modal domains. They do this through prescribing constantly varied functional movements done at very high intensity. And what that really means is that CrossFit aims to prepare trainees for real-world situations. In the CrossFit program, every day is different. It's constantly varied. All the movements are purposefully chosen because they will help you in everyday tasks, like squatting or picking up something heavy. Now, the big difference between CrossFit and traditional programs using similar exercises is that we're going to do these exercises at the highest intensity that we can possibly do them. And this makes it a competitive event. It's competitive with the clock, it's competitive with ourselves, it's competitive with our training partners. You know, who can do these workouts in less time? Who can do more work in a given time, or simply who can move more weight? And this aspect of working out is like an awakening for many people that find CrossFit for the first time.
Clay Watson, Mountain View Ford, here to shoot a film on how fat I used to be. You know, I was a high school athlete, played football and wrestled at an all-boys school here in Chattanooga. And then I went on to college and played collegiate rugby for 4 years. And after that, I got married, settled into my career, and all those muscles and that skinny waistline I had in high school disappeared, and I felt just fat and miserable. I didn't feel good at all. So far, I've lost, I think, about 35 pounds, and I've gained, I can't tell you how much strength I've gained. Tom worked on me for about 6 months trying to get me to join up with the garage members, and I just kept telling myself that I didn't want to make the commitment to get up early, and I liked staying up late. I liked coming home to having a few beers at night after work to relax. You know, the garage is made up of all kinds of different backgrounds. Most of them are, some of them are school friends from high school. Some of them went to our rival high school, but we're all businessmen and fathers. And that's the big driver of getting up every morning. I mean, I get up at 4:45 every morning, which is way early, and the only reason I get up is because I know there's going to be 20 other guys there wondering where I am. I'm a part of the RRL for a few reasons. Number one, first and foremost, is, you know, I made a commitment to myself and to my twin daughters that I would be around for their wedding and their kids and hopefully their kids' kids. I want to be healthy. I want to be the healthy father for them and the granddad for them.
I definitely noticed a difference with Progenics. The biggest things I noticed was, one, I wasn't quite as sore the next day, and I just felt more fresh for the next workout. And it just makes your next workout more productive, because you're not just running through mud, but actually doing what your body can do. I'm Chris Spieler, and I am Progenics.
You want to get that row done absolutely as fast as you can possibly get it done, and then get as many reps as you can. Then we'll put that into the website, and we'll be able to see how we compare to people exactly our age. The Masters is anyone over 40, but I think the age groups are 40 to 44, 45 to 49, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, and then over 60. And what I really enjoy doing is looking at not only how I compare, but looking at some of the 60-year-olds and seeing what they're capable of doing at 60. And it tells me that there's no reason we have to slow down. There's no reason we have to accept that our bodies are falling apart, because some of these people out there that are 60 years old are doing so well, really, they could beat 20-year-olds at the same workouts. And it is just really inspirational to look at them, and motivational to see the kind of scores that they're putting up there, and realize, you know, I need to be able to give it everything I have on this workout, and because I'm able to. You know, I'm thankful that I'm able to. And because of that, I'm going to give every single thing that I could possibly give. Because you're comparing yourself to other people worldwide, it increases the intensity. You go just a little bit harder. Maybe you get one more rep. Maybe you pull a little harder on the rowing machine. Whatever it is, you know, I find it to be fun. I find it to increase the intensity of my workouts. So it's something that I highly recommend. Many of the guys aren't as far along as I am and haven't been able to, are not able to do this workout quite to the standards, but that doesn't matter. This workout and others like it are infinitely scalable. Everybody can row 1,000 meters. It just may take some of them longer than others. On the push, press, and pull-up portion, some may have to scale back the weight significantly, but that could actually be done with just a PVC pipe or a broomstick. Now the pull-ups, they can be assisted with rubber bands, and that can take as much as 80% of our body weight away, making it possible for somebody who could not pull their body weight up to actually do a pull-up. And as you get stronger and stronger, you use smaller and smaller bands until you don't need any assistance at all. When you come into my garage, the RRL, or go to a gym like it, you know, a CrossFit gym, you're not going to see a lot of machines. The closest thing that we use to a machine is the Concept 2 rower. And the Concept 2 rower is an absolutely fantastic piece of equipment, and I really, really like it for a lot of reasons. First of all, a lot of CrossFit workouts will actually call for the Concept 2 rower. Other workouts will create on days when it's very bad outside, maybe it's raining outside, we don't want to run, we don't want to do something else. Maybe there are guys that actually can't run because they're rehabilitating an injury. The Concept 2 rower works perfect for that as well. The Concept 2 rower comes with a display, and you can judge your performance based on meters, watts, calories, or you can simply row for time. And I'm going to show you a couple of things to work on your technique on the rower. That'll help you to row better, help you to get a better workout. When you're sitting on the rower, you get your feet strapped in nicely. You reach out and you grab the handle. So, knees, hips, arms, arms, hips, knees. Knees, hips, arms, arms, hips, knees. Goes like that. The way that you can get more out of the rower is to actually do this first move, arms out, pause. And put a pause in right here. If I look at the display, I'm at 208, okay, per 500 meters. So my 500 meter split, it says it's forecasting it's going to take me 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go 500 meters. And that's a really cool thing to watch, because you can learn about your rowing efficiency. If I'm doing this and I'm making short little strokes, first of all, it's going to really wear me out. Now if I do it better technique, get into my crouch, pause, crouch and pause, now at 159. So I get my 500 meter split down considerably, and if we were in a boat, you know, a real boat, I'm going to end up taking off and leaving the other person who's wearing themselves out on the rower. I'm going to watch my cadence, and I'm going to watch my 500 meters, and I'm going to be able to tell how efficiently I'm rowing. Now if I'm rowing real fast and short like this, and this is not an efficient way to row. Now if I go into my technique, I think about getting in the crouch, pulling back, my 500 meter split's going to start going down. Soon I'll find a pace that I can keep up for 2,000 meters, and that's where I want to stick it. When I get into this crouch, I want to explode out of the crouch, and that's how I'm going to make my rower go faster. So I'm going to find a good pace for about 2,000 meters, be under 2 minutes, and keep my cadence under 30, or maybe even under 25.
Been rowing for 3 minutes. My cadence was 27. My 500-meter split was 2:03, and I actually rowed 655 meters. The Concept 2 rower, fantastic tool. Highly suggest it, whether you have one at your health club or whether you buy one. Maybe you even search out on Craigslist and see somebody getting rid of one of these. But it's a great piece of equipment. Closest thing that we use to a machine. I suggest you go out and give it a try as well. It'll definitely improve your fitness, make you fitter, stronger, and faster for life.
Now today I was able to finish the 1,000-meter row in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And that was really hard. That was as hard as I could possibly row. I'm completely out of breath at this point, and I've got to move quickly from the row to the push, press, and pull up portion of the workout. I burned 3 minutes and 40 seconds, and I'm going to have a few seconds in transition, so I'm really going to have about 8 minutes left to do as many rounds of 7 push press, 7 pull-ups as possible, and each round is going to be 14 reps. My body is screaming, it's telling me to stop, but I have to push through, and my goal today is to do each set of push press and pull-ups unbroken, without resting, moving back and forth between them as fast as possible. Now the point of the competition is to get us to squeeze in every rep, every ounce to the workout, and try to get one more than last time, or one more than your buddy, or win this workout today. And this is how you achieve big results. And this may seem like a small thing, but adding intensity to every single workout is a quantum shift from just going through the motions. Soon, you're doing things that you've never thought possible.
Tom's kind of special. He doesn't really need anybody to push him. He kind of pushes himself, and we're just kind of all trying to keep up. So that's what I was trying to do out there. Doing it very poorly, but anyway, that's what keeps me going. So, good times.
1 minute left.
And after the 12 minutes, my score is 118. At 35, 40, 50, 60 years old, we're not sliding downhill. We're not losing muscle mass every year. We found our inner athlete, and we're improving every single day. Age is just a number.